Howdy folks, and welcome back to Death Parade. Today we're going to be watching episode 4, Death Arcade. Death Parade, Death Arcade, they sound similar enough. But yeah, I've been enjoying this series a lot, and excited to see if we get another game today, or kind of another behind-the-scenes look from a different angle at the kind of last episode. I really hope that we're kind of going to get more into a game every episode kind of thing, so to speak. With the title Death Arcade, I would think so, but who knows. But yeah, don't have too much to say. I am going to try to switch up what I drink for every episode, so today I just have a little bit of bourbon on ice. I do prefer my bourbon on ice. This is, gosh, I don't even remember from what distillery this is from. Somewhere in Austin, I think. Somewhere from Austin, Texas. So this is what I'm going to be sipping on tonight, so cheers. And while I scooch over into position, a short intro today. Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you haven't done so yet, leave a comment, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, all the things, all the YouTube things. I love to see when those numbers go up. And yeah, like I said, short intro today. Let's get right into this one. Death Parade episode 4, starting up in 3, 2, 1, go. Let me in! Oh, are they already in the bar? Have they already explained the rules? Yeah, I guess so. Good. So we do get to skip the spiel every now and again, it seems. It's good bourbon. I do like me some bourbon every now and again. I'm mostly a beer guy. I'm big into the craft beer stuff. And, but every now and again, I like a little bit of whiskey. I prefer bourbon the most, I would say. Hot time, 3-time divorcee. I am in showbiz. Oh, she's one of those trashy reality TV people. And it adds 15 pounds, so I've heard. Okay, so they don't seem to know each other at all. I mean, he said that she looks familiar, but then again, TV, right? Okay, so I mean, obviously they don't remember that they've died straight away. This is an interesting little caveat to this one. Thinking she's still alive because she's in a line of business that leads her to believe that she's in a show, kind of, so to speak. Sure thing. She's gonna start looking for cameras. She's gonna be like, sure thing. All the other ones I've kind of been able to predict. Arcade game. A nondescript arcade game. Will it be Donkey Kong? Will it be Space Invaders? Will it be Polybius? Oh, it's one of those. Okay. I've seen ones like this. I think this is a kind of a Japanese style. Like, they have arcade cabinets with like 2 screens like facing each other to play stuff like fighting games and stuff like that. I've seen those in kind of specialty arcade kind of places. I haven't been to one in a really long time. What's y'all's favorite arcade game? I used to love going out to play DDR. I actually had pads at home, and I had some of the PS2 DDR games, but man, there was just something about, like, yeah, just like she hearing the OP right as I was saying it. There's just something about like those metal pads with like the bar behind where you could just kind of like hold on and, you know, do all the steps. It's a lot different when you're at home and just have like the I didn't have the super thin ones. I had ones that had the little bit of foam padding, so they at least had some kind of heft to them. But yeah, it's a lot different when you don't have that bar to hang on to behind you. I should pull everything out and set it up. Maybe I should stream it again. Years ago I streamed it with a friend of mine that came over. We streamed some DDR. But gosh, maybe I should do that again sometime. That sounds like so much fun to me. Anyway, OP's over. I talked about DDR the whole time. Couldn't tell what it said. Probably Deckham something. We'll find out soon enough. Oh, how fitting. Is this going to be like a fighting game and good old best of 3? actual fatalities happening. God, I cannot wait to see their memories kind of start coming back and figuring out what connection, if any, they have. Because I did say that the only character is him. Ah, I hope I'm not on some kind of a hidden camera show. Love figurine, upper shrine pilgrimage attack. She's like 38. How dare they show my age? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pause real quick. I didn't read his, but I'm gonna read hers. Children's toy, brand bag blow, parasol gun, bubble dream, and ultra finishing move. So let's see. So it's a half circle forward punch for children's toy, it seems. Parasol gun is just quarter circle forward punch. Forward punch, up punch. What the heck? I'm not super knowledgeable on fighting games, so some of these instructions, like I know, at least know like half circle, and I know dragon punch motion. Okay, so like double half circle forward for the ultra finishing move, and punch and kick. So it looks like she has a combination of like sort of like the Ryu style quarter circles and half circles, plus some charge stuff. I see some forward, back, forward, punch and kick for bubble dream, it seems. So a little weird to see a mix of both like half circles and charge stuff. So I mean, it seems weird to me. I'm sure some Street Fighter characters have done that before, but hey, that's just what sticks out to me. It's not too often I get to bring some kind of video game knowledge into these show reactions. I do. When it does happen, I appreciate it. I'm just mashing buttons, TBH. Just find the one move that's spammable. Back when I used to play the JoJo's fighting game with some friends, I mained Dio and I figured out how to do his eye laser attack. And I would always just hang back and just like do that. That game had some weird inputs too. Oh, so there's the shrine pilgrimage. Was it to go to the store to get a waifu pillow? That owns if so. It looked like he was holding a waifu pillow. That's great. Oh, okay, memories. Did she die in an arcade? Oh. Yikes. Oh yeah, what did it say? 3-time divorcee or something? Look at all those kids. Does Deckham have any secrets this time? Interesting. It's better for ratings, right? Yeah. That's what I thought. Of course, it also helps for us to pad out the episode to get it to the full length, because like just a standard best of 3 wouldn't be like, you know, wouldn't be super great for like a full length episode, right? Yeah, it's not really exciting if you just let her perfect you, right? Alright, so how does this thing work? Interesting. A little sonic screwdriver happening. He could still like... Was Deckham just trying to get it to 1-1? Oh, God. So his parents, too. They kind of zoomed in on her, but the face looked a little different. Yeah, I can't let the game end like straight away, right? Did he die from just an overlong MMO session? He didn't get up from his computer for like 18 hours. Got a blood clot in his leg. I love how calm he is at all times. That I cannot answer. You show who you truly are, right? I mean, we know that. She doesn't. Heaven or hell, let's rock. I've never played a Guilty Gear. That's Guilty Gear, right? He got that Mango Sentinel. Hold back, hold back. Children attack. Oh my god. It's quite an ultimate attack. Wow, it only did like... Oh god. Uh-oh. That's cheap, Deckham. I don't like that. You can still just hold on to the thing, right? She grabs a piece of tape and like tapes the sonic screwdriver to the... What? Oh. Oh my god. Now that I wasn't expecting. Holy shit. I mean, wow, that like sent chills down my spine. That, you know, I was literally just thinking of saying earlier, like, you know, for a series that's all about death, we haven't really seen too much like actual like violence or anything, but that was intense. Holy smokes. Yeah, you think? Oh, there's shards of glass in his face and everything. I mean, I think I know who the judgment goes against here. Also, I love that shot, like, the assistant has her fists clenched. Deckham is just standing there with his hands, like, just flat like that. Did she screw the thing back on? Hey, that time is still at 99. He just wakes up and just runs up and just like... I love how we still don't have any idea how either of them died, right? Well, there he was in an ambulance, so... Here we go. Supper time. Oh, is he gonna say thanks, Mama? The kids don't fight well for her, but the mama fights well for the one she cares about, for her kiddo. Me when I'm playing Dark Souls. I just keep dying over and over again. Oh, did he like jump? Oh shit. Oh god. Oh, she killed by her assistant? How she goes from yelling and screaming straight into like mom mode? Oh god, strangled. Oh, did they tie? Nice. Oh dang, so their games can actually end in draws. Interesting. Oh yeah, we haven't seen that since the first game.
なりふり構ってられなかった。
Then you got a little taste of fame.
これからだった。これでようやく あの子たちと一緒に幸せになれるところだった。
Still, it seems like still seems like she treated those around her kind of poorly though, right? Meanwhile, he felt like he had nothing and hadn't really given himself time to... Okay, so they are complete strangers then. So I guess that answers one of my questions. That dude deserves to go to the void just for wearing Crocs. Dang. See, I like how her tears are out of like selfish, like it's me. My life was just starting to get good, and him is full of regret and shame, right? There. But you're going to hell. Did he change his mind in that moment? I mean, it doesn't change the fact that she's dead, right? Oh, deck him. Dang, she, you know, in that last episode, I thought she was kind of coming around to the whole idea. She was super excited to explain the rules. 1, 2, 3, you know, all that. I need to see the top of the elevator, but just from the bottoms of their faces, it kind of looks... Oh, no, she's still going to the void. Okay. Well, that makes sense then. So he didn't change his mind in the end, but still, I guess, was able to offer her at least some kind of a peace at the end. Okay, so that episode answered a couple questions that I had as to one of the main ones was whether all of the couples that we get are going to know each other, and it seems like no. The first two knew each other to some regard, right? We had a married couple and then like childhood friends who were about to reconnect. But now in this one, it was just complete strangers that didn't even die in the same place. You know, Yousuke died at his house, and I don't remember the other one's name. I'm so sorry. But she died like at her, not at the studio, but like at some kind of an office with her assistant, right? Okay. Is he contemplating that he felt like he had to use it? Oh, that was it. Wow, that was the whole scene. Just him looking at that thing. Okay, so I wonder if he's starting to think like, why do I feel like I have to use this? Right? Like eventually I think they would have, you know, maybe they would have gotten to that point on their own without his interference. After all, she had said, let me win. And he said like, I had to at least make it interesting, right? He was still going to let her win that round, but he still hit the button to make the thing pop off of his. I feel like he could have not used that and still come to the same outcome, right? Yeah, that was just tragic all around. Like, I felt super bad for Yousuke. I felt mostly bad for Yusuke's mom that he, you know, or I guess stepmom, right? That he never like fully accepted her while he was alive, but just like, man, poor guy. And poor her. I mean, like, she was not the best person it seemed, but she didn't deserve to die anyway. This wasn't like a, you know, absolute terrible scum of the earth, like to the point where you need to die. Like it's hardly ever at that level, right? Yeah, just tragic stuff all around. This one was just kind of a feel bad episode, wasn't it, folks? Yeah, like I said, I think the most interesting thing about this one to me was just kind of seeing that we get, you know, strangers basically, right? That was one of the questions I had, like, from, I think, episode 1. So it was nice to see that confirmed here. The game itself wasn't my favorite. It didn't kind of lend itself to good kind of animation moments. Like the darts episode had, like, the shots of, like, the camera swirling around the dart as it flew to the board. The bowling episode had really good shots of them, like, running up and, like, rolling the ball. This was like, you know, pixel art in itself is pretty cool, but just like that was kind of all the episode really had to offer. So it wasn't my favorite of the games, but like I said, the strengths of this episode lied in the kind of the tragic backstory of the participants. And yeah, when she went up to Yousuke and started slamming his head into the screen, like, sent chills down my spine. Like, oh, that was rough. But yeah, good episode overall. Real curious to see where this series goes from here. I feel like, you know, this is episode 4, so we're now a third of the way through this series. I feel like, you know, I just watched Keep Your Hands Off Isaacin for the first time, which I feel like I might want to make a video talking about just because I loved the show so much. But that show had a very strict 3-act structure, right? The first 4 episodes were like one little chunk, then the next 4, then the 4 after that. Had a very strict 3-act structure. Granted, the whole point of that series was that it was about creating stuff and creating a show, making anime, all that kind of stuff. So it makes sense that they would follow a 3-act structure for that, because that's like, you know, basic storytelling stuff. So here I was kind of expecting maybe some kind of a thing, some kind of more character stuff between Decim and I still don't know lady's name. I need to come up with something to call her. I guess I'll think on that for the next time. But we really didn't get much between them except just kind of her disgust that he had to kind of cheat to get the extreme conditions, which, like we said, in this case, perhaps in the past it could have come to that where they just had 2 people playing the game and they needed that to kind of stir things up. But I think these 2 would have gotten there on their own, like I said. But yeah, interesting stuff, and real curious to see where this takes us next time. So once again, I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed watching along with me. I'm real excited to see where the series goes from here. We still have a bunch of games to get to. I think I saw one of the episodes looked like it was Twister or something, so real exciting to see like what kind of a gruesome twist that one has on it. Also, there was no real twist for this one. I'm just now realizing, like the first one, the darts hurt your opponent wherever it hit on the board. The bowling one, like you felt the heartbeat of your opponent. This one was literally just a fighting game. So there was no real like gruesome like kind of twist to it, which, you know, was a little disappointing as well. So I'm curious to see like, you know, more twists for some of the stuff as they come up later. But yeah, like I said, I'm done here. So just, hey, don't forget to leave a like on the video. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of this episode. And I'll catch you next time with some more Death Parade. Take it easy, everybody.